Hey, what's going on, everyone? Dan the Glassman here. So I am following this the California fires. I've been watching this for days now. I haven't really done any sort of updates or any kind of video on this yet. But I'm now watching JLR investigates. He's someone that I've been following for a while. I'm subscribed to. Hopefully, he's okay with me utilizing his video here. He's live right now, so we're just all live. We're chatting away. We're talking about stuff that's going on, talking about all the places that are burnt down, how the different fires are popping off in different places. Why are they just like popping off here and there? New fires are popping up. We just had an update. I believe there's like possibly five fires now in California, maybe even more. A lot of power outages hitting Southern California. I know all the way down to at least Riverside, where there's not even any fires anywhere near Riverside. I think there's one Eaton. The Eaton fire might be closest to Riverside, and then there's another one that just started up this morning, and that one may be to the south and to the west of Riverside, but not anywhere near. But they're shutting down a lot of the power all around, like wherever the fire is, the power is down, and then just like all down south, in Southern California, all around. So I'm not really sure what's going on. We're gonna bring the volume up again right now, and I'm gonna bring the camera up here. So give me a second here. Just bear with me as we get the zoom and everything set up here. Let me turn this around real quick for you. And let's zoom in here. So this is JLR Investigates with Magnolia. And they've been, they do a good job with reporting on different weather events and things like that. I've been following them for a while now. He actually scared me at one point because he was getting stuck in the floods during Hurricane Helene, I believe that was the one. So right now, let's just listen in and see what they have to say of what's going on right now. They got some circles.
They're in the central part of the city. They're quite far, almost 2 miles from where the hillside is. There was also Amanda Starantino.
All right, we'll make sure the live chat's up if you guys want to chat here.
In this area here, about 2,000 feet from the hillside. And of course, this isn't the only destructive wildfire that we've been talking about.
Okay, so
the other one that
there's fires in the middle of the city, I guess.
Fire. Now, we haven't gotten a footprint update on this either, but we should shortly.
And then that's all like by Malibu. Oh, wow. I don't know. They just switched it over to something else right now.
Please stay safe as you drive around the neighborhood. Thank you so much.
So they just were interviewing someone.
It's hard to put into words, guys.
People driving through.
We hear the number. We hear 1,000 or structures, homes burned, and then you stand here and you're watching as are going down, and then you just look down the street and you see home after home after home, and you can just see where people have built just their whole life, right, in these homes that are just going up in flames. And I also want to spin around here and show you down this street. You can see that the power lines are down, so people can't cross through this way. We have been seeing some vehicles. I think people have been either coming back or maybe they haven't evacuated, and you're just taking a look around. I've spoken to several people who have come out here to take a look around. Many just want to know
is that better
if
on the
their
volume?
home is still standing, if their neighbor's home is still standing. I spoke with a resident earlier. We should have his interview here, but we spoke with him just a short while ago, and he was trying to make his way up to his apartment building to see if it's still standing. And actually, I'm just getting the back, so we will bring that to you when we come back. We're now reporting in the Pacific Palisades. Send it back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Kimberly. The Hell of Sky 5 show we're seeing here, this is the Eaton fire.
Yes.
And, you know, a lot of black smoke.
Man, all that salt water is going to mess up the vegetation over there.
The air quality is horrible today throughout all of Southern California.
It's going to make that whole area
please
dry.
Be careful. If you have a respirator, if you do not have to be outside today, you can stay indoors, and hopefully you are safe in your neighborhood, in your home, then please continue to watch us here on KTLA. We'll give you the updates so you don't have to go outside right now. And also, you don't have to get on the roads. We need the roads to be open and free for our
it's amazing. I'm listening
responders,
to
fire
the,
service,
I'm not
the police.
listening to, I'm watching the comments, and there's all kinds of people. Oh, well, how come they haven't built a desalination system for the ocean water yet? How come no one? And then there's a way to build saltwater equipment. Someone just needs to care enough to invent it. People have already invented it, and then they've been removed, just like mysteriously just disappeared, vanished, bye, later. That kind of people don't get it, man. People think that oh yeah, we're just gonna be allowed to get all the ocean water and then turn it into clean drinking water without anyone coming in. People don't realize that the water has been turned into a tradable commodity on Wall Street. It's now on the stock exchange, guys. You guys can trade for water these days. They're not going to allow us to get free ocean water and clean it for drinking water. There's no way. That's a done deal. We're already way past all that, and we're now at the point where we're going to be dealing with water prices increasing more and more every year, every season. It's pretty wild. So let's listen in again and see what they're saying. They just keep talking about the same thing, that the structures are burning. There's no water. The water, there's no water to fight this in Pacific Palisades or anywhere near any of this. So, as far as like the water rights and everything, a lot of people don't realize that for the last few years, me being a water protector, I've been following a lot of the water issues and the water crisis situations and all the stuff that's going on. And one thing that people don't realize is that the EPA has regulated California for the delta up north by San Francisco. So the delta up there, they need to make sure that the water, they're pushing at least 75% of the water from the delta out to the ocean. So that way the ocean water doesn't push in to the inland and create salt water all around. Because if you don't know, there's lower than sea level areas in California. So if that water comes in, it can fill up the whole centralized area of California, and then wipes out everything entirely. So they've been pushing water from the river up north by the delta there, and for several years now they've been doing this to save a species of fish, guys. And this means that the EPA has regulated how much water has to get pushed out to the delta, which means that now 75% of the water is getting pushed out to the delta, right? Or something like that. Like there's a lot of water where before Southern California, they were getting a certain amount of water, and now they're only getting 25% of what they were used to getting. So 75% of Southern California's water is being diverted out through the delta and into the San Francisco Bay in order to protect these fish. So the EPA, I don't know if you guys ever watched the Simpsons movie many years ago, right? EPA. Marge Simpson was telling us that they were coming in, EPA, right? The EPA was coming in, Environmental Protection Agency. They were coming in to protect the environment, protect these things, which now the water is a tradable commodity, all this stuff within nature and within the environment, it's all getting regulated. So all they're doing is they're policing, or that's all. They're policing policies and regulations in order to allow certain individual stockholders to make money off of these things. So the regulations help money to get diverted here and there and all that. That's why Pacific Palisades ain't got no water. The Governor Newsom, people call him Newscum or whatever, they basically have cut, I don't know how many millions or billions of dollars in water, and not allowing Pacific Palisades to have any water to fight this. It's the same thing as what happened in Maui, in Lahaina, right? When they had the water rights and the water issues, and there's one group of people who are like, oh no, we need to regulate the water over here, and then it's like, hey, we need to save Lahaina, let the water flow. It's like, oh no, sorry, we're only allowed to send you guys this much water throughout the year, and you guys already used up your water. It's like, wow. So they just allowed Lahaina to burn, and that's what they're doing right now, guys. This is a planned, prescribed. This is happening right now. I don't know if you guys know about the directed energy devices that are manufactured here, right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Los Alamos Lab, Sandia National Laboratory. If you go to the White Sands Missile Range, their YouTube channel, White Sands Missile Range, go to their YouTube channel and see if you can find the directed energy devices and how they're experimenting with them, and they'll tell you how it's made and using the microwave, and then they use the laser and pew, boom, 100% accuracy all the time, every time. Years ago, they had they were using the same kind of device, and then basically taking out a less than 2-inch, I think it's like 80 millimeters. So actually less than 4-inch. So something like maybe this small, right? From like, I don't know how many, I don't know if it was miles or if it was yards away. But with 100% accuracy, they were able to get this little tiny drone, right? And able to take it out, 100% accuracy every time with these directed energy devices manufactured right here. Let's go back and listen to what's going on. All right, so let me zoom back in here. Let's see what's going on. So we're listening to JLR Investigates. I hope that this is okay. This whole entire live stream might just go away. I may even get in trouble for streaming someone else's stream here. But I would like to show you guys what JLR Investigates has been doing, because he's really been pushing a lot of good information. Apparently, Palisades Fire has now burned 15,000 acres, guys. How much was the... we had the largest fire in U.S. history here in New Mexico with the Hermit Peaks fire. And what was that? Like 63,000 acres, I think, right? We got more comments here. No water equals premeditated, in my honest opinion. Yeah. All right, let's take a listen here. Let's listen to what these guys have to say.
And this house has been burning out. The water time ago with a helicopter. They do have water now. That was an issue a short time ago. They weren't able to put water.
Whatever.
Like that too.
The reception bad.
The white smoke. And you can see they have brought in other crews as well. We have County Fire here now, also Bishop Fire.
Let me try it.
And that's what we've been hearing about a lot.
Fix this.
That died down, and
They're gonna cut her.
All right, so that's Magnolia down in the corner, and JLR Investigates right down there in the corner. This is their
They're gonna cut her off.
Yeah, I think we're gonna move away from this. We are having some audio issues with Erin's live shot, but we will check back in on her. Andy Reesmeyer is in Burbank. He's at a large animal evacuation center. Hi, Andy.
Hey, Lou, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to share this onto a couple playlists here real quick, guys.
And behind me, you can
We're going to
still
go up
see
to a couple of these playlists
fire.
here.
And over the last couple of hours since
Fires
we've been
and
here,
Floods, California
started to see
Fire,
that get a
Palisades
little
Fire,
darker, a little more ominous.
Surviving the
But
Great
at least for the
Reset. Check
people
this
over
out.
here who have evacuated their large animals.
Mass media
the
events
air
of
is relatively
2025,
clear.
poly-pandemics
Seems
of
to be blowing
2023 and
most of that
beyond.
smoke
Welcome to
seems to be going
2025.
to the south.
I think that's
to the
probably
west.
good
So
for
this was an
the
area that
playlist right
last
there.
night and over the past really 24 hours plus has been a huge refuge for people who have these large animals. Obviously, you see a lot of horses here. There are 300 horses at the LA Equestrian Center that I was told that have been brought here from different places. They're coming from not only places like the Eaton Fire over in Altadena, but up in Sylmar. They're coming from the Palisades. And in addition to them, we have some tape that we shot earlier. There are other large animals there that you can see. We had a couple of donkeys. There are a few sheep as well, and a pig. They are also here. So a lot of time, and I think one of the things that you notice, or at least that I've noticed from talking, is that like people have been up all night. It has been absolutely chaotic. We showed you some tape there from the Eaton fire earlier where horses were just running around like crazy. We talked just a bit ago to someone who did evacuate from the Eaton Dam area and shared her story of how she ended up here. Tell me about how that was last night.
It was pretty crazy. We couldn't actually get up.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. I had to walk away for a second. People are saying they're going to definitely have a sore throat for a couple of days at minimum from the nasty smoke. They don't even know what chemicals they're burning. You guys. I mean, just...
We were circling for a few hours.
Oh, man, the horses.
And then we decided to go back down south. And we were sitting at a...
Someone mentioned blue roofs don't burn.
I see my horse walking across the street with 2 other horses and one of our barn members.
They had just saved him, pulled him out.
Yeah, and that was like 3 miles south of where the barn is.
So for 3 miles, walked, you just happened, 3 horses, 3 miles,
By herself.
and just happened kismet run into them.
Yeah.
And then.
Can you
put
ride
them
a
in the
horse?
truck, or-
No, I was in my car.
have 2
so
follow?
I just pulled over and ditched my
Grab
car.
the reins of 2
and,
horses side by
hopped
side?
up and just got out and started walking.
I know you
with
can
them.
at least
You were
bring
telling me a
one.
lot of people were texting you because they
Get
saw
the
your
horses
horse
to
on
run
TV,
with the
and
other
that was
horses,
really
man.
part of the
Just get 'em
coverage
out of there.
of the rescue here. And I think what's really amazing is that now here we are in Burbank at the Equestrian Center, and
Okay,
there's
JLR
at least an end
saying
to the
dangerous
story.
smoke and fires
for
is
right
merging
now
south towards
that
the
everybody's
intersection of
Yeah,
Pasadena
that we're
Freeway
safe.
and-
We did lose our
and
barn,
Interstate
though,
610.
so
The main fire
it'll
is
be a
right
while
over
before we can
Altadena.
rebuild and
Altadena, California, guys.
see what's going on, but yeah, I mean, the most important thing is that we were able to get everyone out and that we're safe.
Did you ever think anything like this would happen?
No. No.
Why are they
because,
just chilling there? They
you know,
need to
you
get
hear
out,
about it all the
right?
time
They're
in
just
other
waiting?
places, but you never think it'll happen to you.
What now for you guys? I mean, obviously just trying to stay sane in all the chaos and insanity, but is there a plan?
Thank you to JLR
Yeah, we're
Investigates
just gonna have to,
and Magnolia.
most of the horses will be able to eventually go back to the barn. But like this guy and this guy lost their home, so we're gonna
Oh,
I
they
don't know,
already
to see
burned
what happens.
nearby.
And do you think they're doing okay? I mean, obviously they're not in the threat of fire, but like emotionally and psychologically, what kind of impact does this have on them?
I mean, horses are prey animals. They're like, think of them as like mice in large bodies. So they're definitely stressed. They're definitely scared. But I mean, it does matter having us here. Yeah.
So Danielle was telling me
Yeah.
that there are a couple of other points that she wanted to get across. They had a horse from that Eaton Dam stable area there named
The
Claire.
horses'
It was a
heads,
gypsy
all the
horse
horses'
with
heads
black
are
and white,
popped out. Can you
where
see that?
she's,
They're all wanting to
braided
go.
hair,
They
which
all
they don't
want to
know
get out.
what happened to
They
her.
know.
Um,
They want to be
they said maybe
released.
somebody picked her up.
All their heads are out.
Put her in a trailer. Maybe she's out wandered. And they said if you do see her, gypsy horse is a black and white horse. They're very easy to identify.
All
Would have
right.
been over there in the
Find the horse, guys.
area,
Black and white horse.
where the
Gypsy
Eaton
horse.
Dam is Eaton Dam
Missing
area.
in
So
Eaton.
If you do find this horse, you're asked to contact the Eaton Dam stables.
Eaton Dam
You know, I
stables.
think one of the wild things about this, obviously, is that
Man, this is crazy,
it is
guys.
chaotic, right? No one expected this to happen, but there are so many stories of hope, and there's so many people who we've seen who've just seen it on the news, or they knew, or they had experience with horses, and they said, okay, well, I'm going to come
All right,
down.
I'm not going
and
to keep
just do
this
what I
going for
can
too long,
to help
guys.
as
I
much
just
as
wanted to
possible.
kind of get some updates
Did you
here
know that
real
the New
quick
Mexico Military
and just
Institute
see
is one
what's
of the
going
best
on
kept
with all
secrets in
this,
New
you
Mexico?
guys, because there's a lot that's happening right now, and this is affecting some family in California that we have, and yeah, this is pretty crazy, guys. So, saying hi, Boogie.
Yeah,
So we're just
I have my own YouTube channel, but you watch
all right,
it,
Boogie.
guys.
Thanks, Boogie. He's gonna be starting his own YouTube channel, he says.
No, I don't.
So yeah, we're just covering this fires. There's I don't know how many fires right now. There's at least 5, maybe 7 fires in California right now. At the same time, while all these fires, California is on fire, on the opposite side of the country, in the East Coast, everything's all iced over. So we've got some crazy stuff going on where there's fires on one side, we got ice and snow on the other. We got some pretty extreme weather going on, you guys. All right, looks like we're back here. Let's get back over here. Oh, okay. We'll zoom back in. Let's see what they got to say here.
It's good to see that a little bit of not a final place here, but at least away from the danger for now, which I think is really what we were all hoping for, especially when we see these dramatic images like we saw last night, where the horses are being taken from the stables, are running around somewhere in the middle.
So once again, this is JLR Investigates live stream. I'm just kind of piggybacking off of it to just see, because he seems to do a really good job, and I hope that he will allow me to keep this up, and it's not a big deal. Hopefully it doesn't give me a strike or anything like that.
And really step up and help each other. It's just a beautiful thing.
I don't know, man. This is pretty too close to
We're
home.
looking at these live images here.
Hopefully it doesn't go any further
Altadena,
into the Inland Empire,
Canyon Crest Road,
towards
and Lincoln
Pomona,
Avenue,
Riverside, those areas.
completely.
And we saw another one just a couple blocks below that, also on fire, fully engulfed in flames.
And then look, it's like
Let's check into the
these
news
places
room.
are just like
What
popping
James
off,
Lacey's
like
got
one
some
little
good
spot
information
here and
for us.
there.
Samantha?
Hi, Glenn and Lou. I just wanted to show you on the map.
Like
the
how's there
fire,
one
where
fire
exactly
here and there's
this
one
is,
fire
where
there? Like you
Churches
guys,
was actually,
is there someone
is under
setting
that
these
mandatory
things?
evacuation order.
Do you
Of
think that
course,
the
understandable.
embers
I think ask if there's
flew
any
that
out
far
of this
and then
area, but just
caught?
look how
Or do you think it was a
widespread, and I
directed
zoom out,
energy advice?
how widespread
Because
the
my
mandatory
opinion,
orders and
I believe
warnings
that
are
it's
for the Eaton
directed.
fire. It's really
It's
remarkable
definitely
to see all these families have to get out.
something
I know,
that's
Glenn, you were just saying this with Kai. You think you're in the flats. You
Gotta
think
be
you're
careful
safe,
what I
you
say
think maybe
here.
This fire won't
There's
reach out to you.
something that's
But as you're seeing on the left side of your
not
screen from
normal,
Sky 5,
and it's
these
not
embers
natural.
can
These are
travel
not natural
a mile,
wildfires
2
when they're
miles.
spread
I
out
heard yesterday
so
in the
much,
news
and they just
conference,
start one
one
after the
law
other,
enforcement
after
official
the
was
other,
saying
after the other,
5
just like that.
miles was a
There's
possibility
no
during the
way that
highest
they
peak
just
of
are
these
like
winds.
so
And Eric
spread
Scott,
apart,
the CI,
but yet
CIO
all around,
of
like creating
LA
a
City
circle,
Fire has
like trapping
addressed
people
the
within.
issue of water, and I just wanted to share
So
that post he made on social media a little earlier today. He said
blue
that due to
top
multiple
hydrants have no
questions
water.
on the topic of water in the fire hydrants. He said they acknowledge they experienced challenges with pressure while battling the Pacific Palisades fire. He says LADWP proactively filled all the available water storage tanks, including 3 1 million gallon tanks in the Palisades. He says, however, water
Apparently there's
availability
a
was
bunny
impacted,
museum in
which
Altadena that's
impacted,
destroyed.
fire hydrants due to limited replenishment of water tanks in those areas. The extreme demand caused slower refill rate, which created a challenge for firefighting effort. And he goes on to address a couple other questions on social media, saying that these embers traveled a mile or 2 ahead.
They're gonna blame
We've
the
seen
residents
other
of
social media
California
posts from law
for
enforcement
overusing
officials
too much water.
emphasizing low water
They're not
pressure
gonna
just
blame the
because
state
of
of
either
California
damage to
and
water lines
mismanagement
in the fire,
and the fact that they
and
let
as Kai has
90%
mentioned,
of
just
all
a low
rainwater
reserve,
just
of water,
go
so it
right
makes it
back
hard for high water
into
pressure.
the
Well,
ocean.
taking you back out to
90%,
Altadena,
guys.
this
They
is
don't
from
even.
Sky 5 overhead, where
I'm
that
like,
is
wow,
now nearly
90% of the rainwater goes right back to the ocean in California. They don't harness it. They have so much rainwater, they can allow 90% of it to go back and still have almost enough to be okay. But they made sure for sure that
the Eaton fire stretching
they're not
along
okay
the
now.
mountainside all the way down to the 210 as far as evacuation orders and warnings go. This is spanning from Duarte, Monrovia, Sierra Madre, as I mentioned, La Cañada, Flint Ridge. It's moving up the 210. And when I say it, I mean the warnings and orders. So this is expanding, Glenn and Lou, and that is not what people in this area wanted to hear. I also wanted to mention a few evacuation centers.
There's too many little spot fires here and there, and it's just like
center.
burning
Now
up
also Pasadena
areas and
Humane
neighborhoods.
is accepting small animals. Residents can take large animals also to Pierce College. That's out in Woodland Hills.
I
They
haven't
drive,
noticed any
but they
blue
are
roofs
taking
standing yet or anything weird like
large
that.
animals. Let's see here. I have a few notes. El Camino Real Charter High School is an evacuation shelter.
Someone's asking in the chat, how the hell are you supposed to fight that? The answer is you're not.
Recreation Center. Just to know, Angeles Crest Highway is closed from La Cañada Flint Ridge to
Apparently
Angeles
they've gone
Forest
6
Highway.
hours live
Angeles
streaming,
Forest Highway is
so we're
closed
definitely
at
not going to
Big
follow
Columbia
these guys all the
Road.
way
So the
through.
Eaton fire continues to grow. There will be a news conference at 4 o'clock our time. We will carry that live here on KTLA.
All right, Samantha, thank you. All right, right now let's go to Omar Lewis.
All right,
He's
and
been covering
I
the
guess we're
Palisades
listening to
Fire.
what?
Matter
Sky
of fact, he was at
5
that
News,
conference, a little bit earlier.
KTLA,
Omar,
Channel
looks like
5
you're on,
News.
PCH right now.
That's who we're listening to right now on JLR Investigates.
Exactly where we're located, just
Corpus Christi Church in Palisades destroyed. Another update by JLR Investigate.
Luckily, it is standing at this point, but you can see some of these homes here that did not make it right along PCH at this point. We are in between Surfview Drive and Porto Marina Way. And this is exactly what you see up and down PCH as we roam this area, trying to get a signal out to you all at this point. This is what the view is. Many of these homes are gone, devastated. Some of them still standing, as you can see, and there's a new fire that just sparked up at the top of the hill here along PCH at this point. We rode a little bit further north along PCH and saw some firefighters tackling.
All right, you guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Just wanted to give a quick update on this.
Able to save most of that home, but
we'll see. We'll see what happens with all this and how long this burns. If it's going to reach 63 or 68,000 acres like we had here in New Mexico. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. I'm gonna let you guys go. This is gonna go on forever, for hours and hours. I'm not gonna stay live on this, but just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on in California. This is my my birth state. This is where I'm from, LA County. I was born in Pomona, and this is close to home, guys. I got family out there. Keeping an update. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.
Exactly what it looks like back out here live on PCH again.